What is up, guys? This is Pinza back with another video today, and what I have for you guys are all of the hero augments. We're going to be going over them, explaining them for the ones that need explained, and kind of giving my opinion on them. I've played a lot of them, not all of them. A lot of augments in the game. Haven't played all of them yet, but I've played a lot of them. I hope to get you guys some Yurei gameplay. We got access to the patch for creator stuff a little bit early, as you guys can tell. But I don't know if I'll be able to get Yurei gameplay to you today or tomorrow. I'll get it to you as soon as I can. Just kind of hard to get enough people together to get a game in. But I will when I can, so we're going to go over the augments today. This is the next best thing that I could do for you guys, give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek of the patch. I plan to do a tier list for augments and a guide for augments and all that kind of stuff, but that will probably come either closer to the patch or the week of the patch after I get to play it on live a little bit, see more augments get played, all that kind of stuff. So we're just going to go over all of them today, explaining, etc. for what they do. So augments, first things first, we'll go over the common augments. So common augments, you have common augment 1 and common augment 2. These are the same for every hero in the game. You get to choose one augment from common 1 when you load into a match and one augment from common 2 when you load into a match. So we'll go over these. So veracity, this is essentially 3% lifesteal, but only against heroes. Ultimatum, your ult does 5% more damage. Divination, heals and shields are stronger. Regenerator, when you get hit by an enemy hero, you regen a little bit of HP. And Technocrat is your autos reduce your ability cooldowns by 0.2 on hit. So little baby mini Ashbringer. And then, so you get to choose one of these. And then common 2, you get to choose one of these. So there's Farmer, which is 8% increased damage to minions and monsters. This is really good on junglers. It's really good on heroes that like to AFK farm. Alchemist gives you mana back when you hit heroes with an ability. Roamer, out of combat move speed. Steadfast, when you get hard CC'd, immobilized, so like root, stun, knockup, etc. You gain tenacity and damage mitigation. Executioner, increased damage below 40% max HP to enemy heroes. So again, you get to choose one of these and one of these. They're really good. Like this one, this Farmer one, this is insane. Same with Executioner. These are the two that seem the best to me, but you only get one of them, right? In the common augment section, this one's pretty hero dependent. A lot of heroes are going to take Veracity. Ultimatum is good on a lot of mages, specifically Technocrat, good on a lot of like bruisers. Just extra cooldowns is really good. Moving into the hero augments. So I'll just do that once. Obviously, again, every hero in the game gets to choose from the same list of 10. So I don't need to go over those for every hero. Moving into hero-specific augments. We'll go through these. So Aurora, I'm just going to go alphabetical. Aurora, her first one, Ice Age. Glacial Charge, travels further. This is her wall. This one is actually a little bit interesting because you can, if you wall and you instantly press B, you can base while standing on your wall before it drops you. You will not fall off of your wall. So you can base high in the sky. It's really niche. This is obviously kind of good for splitting off chokes, stuff like that. But you can base on top of your wall, which is actually like, that actually is a cool interaction. This one's okay. Frozen Fury, your Ice Storm, your passive, now gives you attack speed while it's active. This one seems like the best one to me personally. And then Deep Freeze makes your ultimate have a little bit more range. This one seems like the best. This one I think will probably be the second best. And then this one, honestly, the range on her ult is not really usually the issue. I don't think you'll see this one quite as much. I think you'll mostly see Frozen Fury. It's really good at giving her jungle clear. It's really good at giving her trade ability in the off lane. Pretty good augment on Aurora. Everyone. Moving on to Boris. Augments. Bolster Barricade. While his E is active, he gets 10% increased armor. This is a little bit better than it sounds because you have to keep in mind Boris also max rank gets 40% damage mitigation while his E is active, and that's pretty good. So gaining a little extra armor, never a bad thing. Makes you a little tankier. No downsides, of course. Savage Shred, his Q now shreds armor when you hit someone with it. So when you sniff somebody, if you hit them, it consumes the mark and it slows them. It will now shred 25% Fizz armor for 4.5 seconds when you consume it. That's a long time. That's a long duration for the shred. Pretty good. And then his other one, Chrono Swipe, deals extra damage against heroes below 20%. This was 40% extra damage. I'm not sure if that is 100% correct. That's what it was when I tested it. It was 40%. This one seems the best to me. Don't know if that's going to be 100% true. The rest of these don't seem that bad. But yeah, I believe this is 40%. Countess. Countess has some really cool ones. She has Shadow Strike. This is auto attacks reduce Shadow Slip's cooldown, which is kind of neat. It just lets you get a Q back a little bit faster. I don't think this one is going to be super good. Sanguine Slash. Blade Siphon deals 15% more damage to ISO targets. This one I think will be okay. Minions will count. So if you hit a minion and a hero, you will do normal damage. You have to hit exclusively one thing. This does make her jungle clear a little bit better, which is good. It makes you do a little bit extra damage to Fangtooth, red buff, blue buff, prime, etc. But this one is really cool. This is Camazot's passive, if you guys are familiar with Smite. So take down, summon a pool of blood with 18 charges for 2 minutes. While you stand in the pool, you gain, you restore, you heal 2% max HP and 2.5% max mana for the 18 charges as long as you stand in it. This is Camazot's passive. I think it's really cool. I love Camazot's in Smite. I think this is a really interesting one. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not exactly sure how good this is. Probably this is her most consistent augment. But this one I do think is really cool, and I think it's really fun. Crunch. Crunch augments are not terrible. He's another one kind of like Boris that aren't insane. Combo Crunch, this is whenever you hit a player with your Q, or whenever you do damage with your Q. This actually works on minions as well. You gain attack speed for 2.5 seconds, stacking. I want to say this stacks 5 times. It might stack 6. But basically, as long as you're comboing people, you'll get a little bit of extra attack speed. Keep in mind on Crunch, attack speed makes your abilities come out faster as well. So you get a little bit of bonus from that. Lunge Crunch, Forward Crunch travels your dash goes 20% further. This one is probably his best one. This one's really, really good. And then the last one, Falcon Crunch. This is the most. This is one of the most fun augments in the patch. Your empowered right crunch, so your knock up, launches Crunch, you as Crunch, 4 times higher when used in air. But its cooldown is a little bit longer. So if you jump and use your E, your uppercut right now on live, you get a little bit of a boost. You can go up small ledges, stuff like that. When you use this here, you go like Howitzer ultimate height. You can knock up Howitzer out of his ultimate on testing or on this patch with the augments. It's really fun. I don't think it's super good. It may be nichely good against things like Gideon or Howitzer, but it's really fun. This one I think is definitely the most consistent, and it's also very good. So. Dekker. Dekker has one really good one. This one, Momentum Boost. When you activate your passive, when you double jump on Dekker, you give your teammates decaying movement speed. It's kind of like a little mini Narbash speed boost whenever you use your passive. And your passive gets its cooldown reduced whenever you use an ability, so you can get multiple procs of this in a fight very easily. I think this one is very, very good. Photon Efficiency. So her Q, her beam, the cooldown is decreased by 15% when it damages a hero. I think this one's okay. You would maybe play this on like Dekker mid or Dekker offlane or something like that. I think on Dekker support, the other two are better because her other one is Ionic Surge. Her ultimate, the stun radius in the center is increased. It's bigger. And upon stunning, it shreds enemy armor. I don't remember the percent on this. It was like 20 or 25% for 3 seconds, which is really good. This one's really good on support Dekker. I think this one is also good. I'm not sure exactly the situation you go either of these, but I think both of these are pretty good. Drongo. Drongo's also got some cool ones. Drongo's got Smog Therapy, so this makes Gag Grenade heal you and your allies. It's based on hero level. It's not based on ability level, so you can still max this ability last. Obviously, the cooldown's longer if you max it last, but it just heals you for standing in it. It's pretty neat. Bring the Boom. This makes your rad rounds, when they explode, it makes it AoE, which is pretty cool. I think this one can be really good. It's really good for wave clear. It's really good for like fighting in an objective pit. But this one is just insane, to be honest. This one is pretty nuts. Shrapnel Cannon, so Drongo Ultimate. The cooldown is reduced by 85%, but it does 60% less damage. So this turns it into a basic ability, essentially. It's like a 20-second cooldown or something at level 6. It's really good. You get that cleanse effect from Drongo ult still. You can use it as a knockback. You can knock yourself back on a really low cooldown. This one is really insane. Probably going to need nerfed. This one, like, alone makes Drongo a really good hero. Feng Mao. Feng Maos are okay. He has this one. I think this is his best one. People think I'm wrong, but I think this is his best one. Killing enemy units restores 3% missing HP, and if you execute somebody with your ultimate, this is increased to 35%. So this one is really consistent, especially for Feng Mao's solo lane. This one's really consistent. It gives you just healing back by killing minions, and if you get a kill in a fight, you get a big heal off of it. This is the one that people are saying is the best. Your autos debuff targets for 3 seconds. Debuff targets deal 5% less damage to Feng Mao, and they take 5% more damage from Feng Mao. I think this one is good. I don't think it's insane. I don't think the extra 5% damage you're dealing will most of the time like confirm or not confirm a kill. And I think taking 5% less most of the time doesn't matter. Against tanks, I think this one could be good. Generally speaking, I think that this one is more consistent. And then the last one is that Earth Shatter now has a small knockup and it stuns enemies. This one's really funky. You would go this on like Bruiser Feng Mao or Tank Feng Mao. And your ult is now a stun and a knockup. It's a little bit goofy, but I think that it does have some use cases. It's pretty interesting to look at. It's really odd to get hit by. That's the main thing. It's really odd to get stunned by Feng Mao. Well, it still executes, of course, so you can just use this with like little to no downside, but the other two I think are very good. Gadget. Gadget has some good ones for like this one. This one, again, just consistency. Sticky Mine Explosion Radius increased by 25%. This makes it more consistent to hit the entire wave. Makes it more consistent to hit multiple people with it if someone gets latched by it. Consistency king. Same with this one. Your right click, the homing speed, the speed at which it follows enemies is increased. This one seems like the best one to me personally. The increased explosion radius is not bad. This one makes your right click like a consistent ability, which is really, really good. And then the last one gives you and your teammates a shield when you pass through your speed gate. This one, it sounds really good. Maybe on Gadget support, this one is going to be the best. Realistically, I think this one's just okay. I don't think the shield is big enough to matter the majority of the time. And because generally speaking, this is going to be like a 250 health shield late game. It's not insane. The other two, I think, especially on Gadget mid lane, are going to be your go-tos. This one, again, maybe on Gadget support, you're running this. Gideon. Gideon got this one that we saw on the dev stream. If you guys missed the dev stream, go watch it. We got Gideon got this one, Infinite Impact. Your right click, the Void Breach has infinite range. This one is pretty fun. I don't think it's super good, but it's quite fun. He has this one, Abyssal Mantle. When you ult, you gain a big shield, 50% of your magic power plus 50 HP. So late game, this is 350, maybe 400 shield, which is quite good. This one, I like this one a lot. And then this one I do think is the best. Cosmic Rift, your Q does additional damage if they're in the center. The center radius is quite small, but if they're in the center, 5% max HP damage. Keep in mind, Gideon has a root. So you can put people in the center if you want. If you're hitting CC targets, this is very easy. I think this one is his best one. It's really good. It's just bonus damage, which is really, really good. Greystone. So Greystone has this one, Close Cut. This makes the closest enemy in your queue take bonus damage. Good. It's solid. If you're 1v1ing especially, then this is really good. Imperial Soul, your ultimate does 10% more damage, and its radius is 20% larger. I like this one a lot, especially if you're going like full power Bomba Greystone build. This one is very fun. It's quite interesting. It does nothing for like survivability, but it makes your ult a little more consistent to hit people. And then this one is really, really good. Your E, your Sacred Oath, your auto attack stim does 45% anti-heal to enemies hit for 4 seconds, which is really good. You can have 45% anti-heal level 1 on Greystone. You're just gonna take this and play Greystone into any healer in the offlane, any Grux or Crunch or what have you in the offlane. You're just gonna take this, and now you don't have to buy Tainted Blade first. And it's really good. This is probably his best one overall, realistically. I do like this one a lot, though. Moving on, Grux. Grux Augments. So he has Warlord's Might. This increases your ult duration whenever you auto-attack somebody, which is pretty cool. You can keep your ult up. I think this is infinite. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure you can keep your ult up infinitely as long as you're auto-attacking, which is kind of funny. You can just keep your ult going, and it's a little goofy. He also has Lust for Blood, which is his old passive. Whenever you max stack somebody with your bleed, you gain lifesteal. This one I think is okay. I don't think it's quite as good as you think it is. You have to keep in mind Grux lifesteal on his old passive was like 25% at level 16, and now it's going to be 14.5. So it's not insane, but it's nice to have a little bit of extra healing. And then he has this one where you just get to reduce your blink cooldown by 30%. This one is like low-key broken. This puts your blink onto, I want to say, a 4-minute or a 3-minute and 40-second cooldown, if my math is correct, which is kind of nuts. Like, truthfully, that's kind of insane to have a blink on a full minute shorter cooldown than everyone else is kind of insane. So, and on a character like Grux too, who wants to be flashing in or is getting ganked a lot and wants to be flashing out, I think this is really, really good. This one also good. This one also good. I just think this one, like, this is low-key. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but this is low-key broken. Howie, oh my god, Howies are insane. So he has this one where your your landmine, it pushes everybody back 30% further. So enemies and yourself. This one makes you go really, really far when you boop yourself. It's insane. It's like half a lane that you go when you boop yourself. It's really good. He has this one, Sniper Shells, which they showed a little bit in the dev stream. When you auto people, you gain attack speed. It's a little mini Typhoon proc. This one, if you're going like attack speed Howitzer, it's good. Not the best of these, but fun for a meme build, you know what I mean? And then he has this one that is absolutely insane. So when you ult, you gain move speed. And these numbers are correct. I know they don't sound correct, but these are correct. 40, 80, 200. It is absolutely nuts what this Howie move speed gives you. At 200%, you're faster. You're faster than everything. You run people down. You can use it to get away. It is absolutely insane. This one I do think is incredibly consistent. I think this one is very, very, very good. This one is just, I don't know, man. I don't even know if it'll be the best Howie augment because of how good this one is. But moves like 200% move speed in your ultimate is insane, dude. It's nuts. It's nuts. You just have to watch it. You have to see it to believe it, truly. Kallaris are solid. She has this one that when you get a takedown, you reduce your current ability cooldowns by 50%. It's like a little bit... it's like a different version of Penumbra. I would say, generally speaking, it'll be slightly worse on a character like Kallari than Penumbra is, but a little mini Penumbra proc. Deadly Finesse, when you hit a hero with your dagger, it refunds mana and cooldown on it. This one, I think, is probably her best one. And then she has this one that's actually really cool. Her abilities can critically strike, but her crit damage is reduced by quite a bit. I think this one is okay. I don't think... The issue is that not a lot of crit items give you ability haste, and you really need ability haste on Kallari. It's really important to have your abilities available, so even if they can crit, you maybe one-shot somebody, but now you don't have any abilities for like another 8 seconds because you have no haste. I think it's okay. It'll be fun to one-shot people. Like you get your ult to crit for fucking 2,000 or whatever, right? But I do think that this one is probably her most consistent aspect, or whatever. What are these called? Augment, excuse me. Khaimera, these are fun. These are fun. Pharaoh Ambush, your ambush range is increased. I want to say this was 15%. It's noticeable. Solid, again, consistent. Jungle Invasion. This one's cool. Based on hero level, you gain physical power while you're in the jungle, and you get increased physical power while you're in the enemy jungle. This one's really cool. It leads to some really degenerate gameplay from invading on Khaimera, because you have like an extra 10 power at level 1, and nobody is going to ever beat you when you have an extra 10 power level 1. This one, it again can be a little bit degenerate, but is very fun. And then there's this one. Your passive now stacks on lane minions. Khaimera off lane is back. Khaimera mid lane honestly might be back. This one seems really strong to me. You're just permanently full HP because you have Kai passive on lane minions at not a reduced rate. Just the normal rate of Kai passive. It's just also on lane minions. I think this one is really good for non-jungle Khaimera. You're obviously not running this in the jungle, but for non-jungle Khaimera, this is really good. The other two, honestly, this is like personal preference for which one you want. I think both of these are quite good for jungle Khaimera. Kira has this one, Mercy. So when you hit someone with your right click with your little gun, your gunshot, It costs less mana, but it also reduces your cooldowns when you hit someone with it. So I think this one's okay for trading in lane. I think this one is really good. Your Q, your Dusk that pops your marks, deals an additional 8% of missing HP damage if they have max stacks on them. Keep in mind, Kira, when she hits max stacks, she transfers max stacks to everything else she hits. So it's very easy to get max stacks on multiple people, and then you get 8% missing HP damage on them. Really good for securing kills. And then this one, it makes her ult heal her. It essentially gives her ult 15% lifesteal. I think this one's okay. Kira ult has become a much better ability recently, so this one might be better than I think it is. But I do think this one is her best one. It's really good at securing kills. It just makes it so easy to just Q somebody at like 15 or 20% HP and they just die. You Q max and they just die. It's kind of ridiculous. But this one might be better than I think it is. Moving on, Kwang. Kwang has some crazy ones. You saw one of these in the dev stream. You saw this one, where his ult cooldown is reduced, but he also no longer retrieves his blade upon recalling. So you can use this as a teleport. You throw your sword into lane, you base, you ult back to lane. It's a teleport, gets you to lane instantly. This one seems quite good for offlane. You're not really running this in the jungle, but in the offlane seems good. Aura of the Heavens. This gives Kwang Omnivamp, and it also gives nearby allied heroes Omnivamp as well. This is old Kwang passive from Paragon, I think is what this was. He gave lifesteal to his squad or something like that. I don't know. This one seems really bad to me. And then this one seems insane to me. So your passive, this is your passive, does more damage, and it reduces your cooldowns by 30% more. This one seems absolutely nuts to me. Getting more cooldowns on Kwang is absolutely insane. Even in the offlane, just trading with people and having your cooldowns be reduced by this much is kind of nuts. It's almost more worth it than being able to ult back to lane because I just win every boxing match now. So why do I need to base and ult back in? You know what I mean? So this one seems really, really, really good to me. This is what you're running on jungle Kwang most of the time. This one on offlane, I do think it's pretty good. The ability to have a TP back to lane is really powerful, but I'm not sure if it's necessarily always worth it over this. Belica. Belica has bombs. This is bonus damage to isolated targets. I don't think this one's very good. You're never isolating someone with Belica bomb. Maybe if you get a stun combo on someone. I don't know what the percent damage on this is. I think it was 15% more damage, that is. I think it's okay. I don't think it's fantastic. Combat Veteran. Belica gains bonus XP every second. It increases with your hero level. I think this one is quite good. You have to keep in mind that Belica gets bonus effects on her abilities when she gets them maxed out. And getting to level 9, getting rank 5 bomb on Belica mid is really important because it gives you the rest of your wave clear. Belica's wave clear at like level 1, 2, 3 is really good. And then it falls off a cliff for like the next 5 levels until level 9. And then it comes back. And this is really good, getting to that sooner, getting to your level, 14 or something sooner so that you can get rank 5 stun. Also really important. This one I think is really good, really consistent as well. And then she has this one, which is a little mini prophecy passive. Her attacks deal an additional 10% magic damage on hit. Stacking with prophecy, you do not go, if you're going to build this on, if you're going to take this augment on Belica, please don't build like Sky Splitter Spectra, okay? Build Prophecy and then go full AP. Go full magic power. Don't build Spectra or whatever. You don't need it. You just go Prophecy and then you go full magic power and it hits really hard. I promise. That's the way to build it. This one does seem like kind of good. I'm not going to lie. But I think that this one is her most consistent, especially on Belica support. I think this is really good.
You ready?
Morigesh. Morigeshes are okay. This was a character that didn't get any insane augments. She has this one where her autos shred magic armor. This is old Magnify passive. I think it's okay. It like incentivizes you to build attack speed, but I don't think it's really worth it. I think it's just okay. Ritual of Death. This is whenever you get a takedown, it reduces your ult cooldown by a flat 20. Late game, this is better than Astral Catalyst. Early game, this is a little bit worse. I think this one is okay. I don't know. Like, you're ulting to start a fight, so maybe you get 2 takedowns, you get your ultimate back. Like, late game, this is a 40-second cooldown anyway. So, like, maybe you get 2 takedowns, you get your ult back, you get to ult somebody again. Maybe this is better than I think it is. I think it's just okay. And then this one, where your Q, your Hive, does more damage and has more range. I think this is going to be incredibly consistent. this is going to be her most consistent augment. I do think this one probably has some potential, though. Murdock. Murdock has this thing where he gets more traps. I think this is okay. It's really annoying to walk into a Fangtooth pit and have there be 6 Murdock traps on the ground. That is super annoying, but I don't think it's insane. Justice's Reach, this one is quite good. Your passive auto now has increased range, more increased range, keep that in mind, and it pierces targets. So you can use this for wave clear. You can use this to poke harder in lane because you can do it from further away. Hitting people in a fight, even if you just randomly hit 2 people with your passive auto, it's just an extra like 500 damage in a fight. That's pretty cool. I think this one's quite good. And then he has this one for his ultimate. His ult does more damage, and it gives him bonus gold on kill. I think this one is okay. Again, I just think it's inconsistent as far as that goes. I think that this will be by far his most consistent augment. The ult augment, I do think it's fun. Ult doing more damage. Keep in mind this does true damage. Pretty good. But I do think this one's more consistent. Muriel. Muriels are cool.
And I will be there.
She has circuit reset. So this is your alacrity. Reduces current ability cooldowns when it shields a hero. This is your right click. Your single target bubble. It reduces your cooldowns, which lets you get more shields and more Qs, which is really good. Her ultimate now cleanses an ally, and it grants them 1.75 seconds of CC immunity. That is the correct number. This one seems really good to me. If you dive in on a character and you get Muriel ulted, you just get to run at them for free with 2 seconds, almost 2 seconds of CC immunity. It seems really, really good to me. I think this is by far her best one. And then she has this one where her Q, her slow, it also drains mana. And it deals that damage as true damage. However much mana you drain off of somebody, it deals that as true damage. This would be like if you're playing Muriel mid or Muriel offlane, you probably take this. But even on Muriel offlane, I think you're taking the aerial assistance, the CC immunity anyway. This one, Muriel mid, is probably the only time you'd play this if you're playing against like Argus, right? That kind of thing. It might be a good counter pick. Like that legitimately might be a good counter pick. And I do think that this one is not bad. The damage this does is more than you would think it is. But this one, giving a teammate 2 seconds of CC immunity is pretty broken.
We have nothing to
Narbash. He has Berserker Beat. This gives your allies attack speed when you use your march, your Q, your speed boost. It gives them attack speed as well. Rhythmic Recharge. This is Hexbound Bracers. You gain mana based on damage received. And then he has this thing where his ultimate shreds enemy armor whenever it does damage, which is, this one's pretty good. I think this one, the Rhythmic Recharge, the Hexbound Bracers, this is going to probably be his best one. I think this one is low-key really good. Giving 24% attack speed to your whole team on a 5-second cooldown is really, like, I think that sounds nuts. I've not played Narbash yet, but this one's probably the most consistent, and then this one's fine. Phase. Phase is another one that kind of got boring augments, to be honest with you. This is her passive. It now regens missing mana as well. This seems okay. Her final flash, so this is her E, her beam. It's shorter, but it does a lot more damage. So it'd be like if you wanted to play phase mid, it's probably somewhat viable. I don't think it's insane. Again, a character that kind of can't get ganked has some form of viability in mid lane, but I don't think this is insane. And then she has this one where her ultimate it gives more move speed, and it also makes you heal over the duration. I think it's okay. Realistically, I think this is probably her best one. Just giving more mana to your team is pretty solid. But for like phase mid, phase off lane, this one's probably not bad either. Rampage. So you saw one of these in the dev stream. You saw Tiny Titan. Instead of going big, Rampage goes small when he ults, and he gains attack speed. He doesn't gain move speed. He loses the auto attack penalty, so you're really fast while you're autoing people, but he takes more damage. This one's really, really fun. It's super fun to just ankle bite people on Rampage. It's really fun. I actually think it's pretty good at the moment too. If you go Ashbringer on this, you get so much attack speed and when you ult that you can just perma rock people. It's really, really good. Rock and Awe. This is like fine. You can pull your boulder out in the air and it does more damage based on how far it travels. And then you have the Rumbling. This makes your E, your Rumble, have no cooldown, but it does less damage, it costs more mana, and it slows Rampage while he's using it. So this is really good for like just farming jungle. Makes your jungle farm insane. Your clear becomes just absolutely crazy. But this one is by far the most fun. This is one of the most fun augments in the patch. Revenant. Revenant also got some really good augments. You got Quick Draw, which makes him reload faster. Very consistent. Spectral Bounty. This is Mordekaiser ultimate and makes it actual Mordekaiser ultimate. So when you ult somebody, you steal 6% of their physical and magical power. And if you kill them during your ultimate, you gain 50% of the stolen power permanently. This one I think is okay. This one, Hellfire Blast, I think this is insane. Your fourth shot deals 10% extra damage and ignores 50% bonus physical armor. This makes Rev like a tank killer almost. Like, not exactly, because the character's not super good at killing tanks, but like this is a lot of extra damage. The reload speed is also pretty insane. This one is fun, but I don't think it's better than either of these, to be honest with you. The other two are just kind of insane. So Rev, another character that kind of got 3 good ones. You'll have to test them all out yourself. Riktor. Riktor got some cool ones. He got this one that makes his hook farther, and if you hit somebody, you get your cooldown back, or 30% of your cooldown back on your hook. So more hook range is kind of nuts. Just if people think they have you spaced, they don't. This one can be really annoying to play against. Overload, this is his E, his Electrocute. It gives him a little more move speed, but it also does 30% damage, bonus damage to monsters, to jungle minions. So this makes Riktor jungle clear much faster. His clear is really good with this, actually. So I think this one's very good on jungle. And then he has this one, which is also very good. You regen HP based on damage taken. So it's like 5% of the damage taken you refund over a couple of seconds. Sevarog. Sevarog got this one. This one's fine. His dash now gives him stacks when you hit a hero with it. That's fine. It also resets the cooldown of your dash when you hit a hero with your ultimate. So you can dash in, ult somebody, dash out. That's pretty solid. You get some souls while doing it. Grim Harvest, your Q, your Siphon now executes enemies below 5% HP. This works on minions. This works on heroes. This one seems pretty good to me. And then he has this one where his ultimate knockback is 30% stronger, and each tier of your passive that you have increases it by 30% more. This one, to be honest, it is the most inconsistent that of the augments that I've played, but it is so funny. You can ult somebody from, I had one where the enemy Geystone took my tower, my tier 1 tower in offlane, and when he took my tower, I ulted him into tier 2, like to the back of tier 2. And I was max stacks, but to the back of tier 2. It was insane. It was insane. The distance that you get on this is absolutely crazy. I don't think it's very good because it is incredibly inconsistent, but it is really funny to use. It's really funny. I do think this is probably his most consistent augment. Getting 2 dashes in a fight instantly is really good. This one, maybe if you're new to Sevarog, this is good because it'll help you stack a little bit better, but this is probably his best one. Shinbi. Shinbi got Showstopper. Her dash applies 2 stacks of track, which is her ultimate to enemy heroes. This one seems really good to me because you can instantly max stack people, and that is really powerful. Bites per minute, this is her passive. So ability hits reduce the cooldown of your passive by 1 second more. Currently, they reduce the cooldown already. Now they reduce it more. This one seems pretty solid for offlane to me. And then Natural Talent. Upon killing a camp leader, you permanently gain half of an ability haste. This one seems like it'd be really funny. You'll use this like 10 times in a row, and one of those games will be like a 45-minute game where you're getting 40 haste from this, and that'll be pretty good. Most of the time, I don't think this one will be good at all. I think this is her best one on especially jungle and mid lane. In the off lane, this one might be a little bit better, but these two are both pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Sparrow. Sparrow has Endless Hunt. Takedowns reduce, or takedowns reset your basic cooldowns, which is, this one is pretty solid. Notably, you do not reset the cooldown of your stim if it is active. It does not go on cooldown until it is over, so you really just get your Q and your right click back. Getting your Q back is really powerful. It's a 40% slow. Getting that back on a takedown is really, really good. Veiled Stalker. This one's kind of nuts. You saw this one on the dev stream. When you activate your E, your stim, you enter stealth, true stealth. You cannot be seen for 1.5 seconds, and you gain some move speed. This one is going to be incredible. The ability to reposition is just insane. 1.5 seconds doesn't sound like a lot, but you have to keep in mind you're gaining move speed as well, and it's true stealth, so they cannot see you at all, no matter how close they are. This one seems really, really good. And then this one, Inner Fury, this is for her ultimate. It makes her ult fire an extra projectile, and it also gives it more range, and it fires a few more arrows. It seems good, man, but Sparrow ult is so bad that I don't think this makes it good, to be honest. I think this one is just by far the best. Gaining stealth and move speed on a hero with no mobility is really, really good. Steel. You saw one of these. You saw this one on the dev stream. His ultimate has a little bit longer range, and it knocks enemies away from the center when you hit them. This one knocks people back quite far. It can be really annoying to play against. If you mess up, you will save people's lives on the enemy team. If you hit it properly, this is really good. Bulldozer. So this is his Q. While you're using Bull Rush, you are CC immune, and you gain 50% damage mitigation. I think this one is absolutely broken. I think it is insane. You can use this to get through CC. You can use this as damage mitigation. It just gives it a lot of use cases. I think this one's nuts. And then he has this one that's kind of for steel support, where your shield is smaller, but you get 2 charges. This one does seem quite good on steel support. Having 2 walls in a fight is really, really powerful. So I would not discount how strong this one could be as well. Moving on, excuse me. Faye. Faye has a really, really good one. Not this one. So this one is okay. When you hit somebody with your E, you gain ability haste, stacking infinitely. It's fine. I don't think this one's very good. Wild Growth. This one's insane. Bramble Patch, your Q is 40% more range. This is about tower to minions in mid lane. From the edge of your tower, it will hit the melee minions in the middle of the lane. That's really far. And you have to keep in mind this slows enemies. It's really annoying in like a pit fight with how big this is. It gives your team move speed. This one seems nuts. And then she has this one that's kind of for support Faye or something like that, that your right click now heals you over its duration, which is pretty solid. 60% of your magic power as a heal is quite a bit, but I don't know if it beats out how far this range is. Twinblast. We're getting close to the end. Sorry, I'm trying to speed up a little, guys. Honestly, I didn't think this would take this long, to be honest. So Grenadier, Vortex Grenades, his right click, his nades, have an additional charge, so you can have 3 of these, and your Rocket Dash, your dash, gives you a nade when you use it. Pretty solid. Amplified Burst, Vaporize, your Q has more range. This one is really, really good. And then Hot Shot, your ultimate now pushes enemies back. This one seems really funny. I don't think it's actually that good, but it is funny to knock people back by ulting them. This one, by far, is best one. Increased range is insane. This one, also not bad. Getting an extra nade is really good for, like, ability Twinblast. But even on ability Twinblast, I feel like you'd rather have the increased range. Worth a shot. Wraith. Wraith has some good ones. So Mystic Marksman, this makes your snipe, your right click, do magic damage. So AP Wraith in the mid lane could be viable now. AP Wraith support is kind of the go-to. Magic Power Wraith in the mid lane hasn't been super good because you still have to buy physical pen, so it makes your build a little bit weird. But with this, now all your ability damage is magical, which is quite good. Illusionist, this is old Wraith ult, this Paragon Wraith ult. When you use your stealth, it also gives its effect to nearby allies. This does make the cooldown longer, but being able to stealth your whole team can be quite good. And then Sniper's Bounty, when you snipe, this one's incorrect. When you get a kill with your snipe, when you kill a minion, it gives you like 5 bonus gold. And then when you get a kill on a hero with your snipe, it's like 50. So it's okay. I tried it. It's not as much gold as you would think over the course of a game. Like, let's say, if you're 10 CS a minute at the 10-minute mark, that's 500 extra gold. That's an extra component. That's 1 extra T1 item. It's not that insane. This one in mid going to be the best. If you're going physical physical Wraith anyway, you'll just take this. It's fine. There's no downside. It's just bonus gold. Wukong has some cool ones. He has up high, so this makes his red E, his slam. The damage is no longer capped by height, so you can go as high as you want and do a bunch of damage. You can one-shot people. It's pretty cool. Masterful Mimicry. This is his passive, well, his ult, I guess, whatever you want to call it. His clones, they spawn automatically. So you gain a stack of your clones, of your passive, or whatever you want to call it, every 3 seconds, and then it'll spawn a clone at 5, You can also have an extra clone out, which is quite good. Prosperous Path. So while you're in body stance, while you're in red stance, kills grant 4 extra gold. So whenever you kill a minion, maybe they nerfed this. This might be 3 or 2 now. You get a little bit of bonus gold every time you kill a minion while you're in red stance. And then while you're in blue stance, you restore missing HP whenever you kill a minion. So this one's pretty good for Wukong offlane. Yin. Yin has energy transfer, so whenever you deflect a projectile, you gain move speed and a shield. This one, I think, is pretty good. Getting a shield just kind of auto-wins you a 1v1 if you get a deflect, and the move speed is really nice. Serpent's Blessing, this is her Q, her lash kick. The cooldown is reduced by 50% when used on terrain. Using this as a movement ability is really good. It's a really good movement ability, and now you get to use it more often. This one also seems quite good. And then this one, her E, her wind burn, her ranged autos last longer, and they give you more missing HP back. They heal you more, but the healing is less effective against minions. All of these have no drawback, and they're all pretty consistent. I don't know which one will be the best. This one seems like the best to me, but this one is also really good. Just getting healing by hitting people while your E is active and getting 2 extra seconds on it is pretty solid. So this might be the best one. Honestly, all 3 of these seem pretty good. Xeris. The Ascended. This one's really funny. You just gain health and power every minute of the game. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Not insane. At the 10-minute mark, this is 120 HP and 15 power. It's not crazy, but it's something. Master of Spears, when you throw your spear, the cooldown is not doubled. It is 40% longer, so you get to throw your spear a little more often. Maybe you're into like a Shinbi in the offlane. You want to throw spears at her. Take something like this. Flow State. Your E, your dash, the cooldown is lower, and the cooldown resets on takedown. This one seems the best to me. Simply having your dash on a shorter cooldown is really, really good. And then, of course, you get it back in the middle of a fight. Also really good. Argus. I don't know why Argus is at the bottom. I said these were alphabetical. I lied. I apologize. Arcane Engine. So you saw this one on the dev stream. Whenever you do ability damage to an enemy hero, you gain move speed, stacking infinitely, but it only lasts for 1.5 seconds. This one is really, really funny. I like it a lot. You can outrun people really, really easily. This stacks up much faster than you would think it does. If you hit someone with your pillar and then you keep right-clicking them, you get move speed very quickly. I like it a lot. Mana Catalyst. This one is kind of just like the meh augment for Argus. He restores mana equal to 10% of the damage dealt to heroes. Hitting minions with this is severely less effective. Your autos also restore mana. This one's okay. It just gives you some mana back for clicking on people. I don't think it's insane. This one is absolutely nuts. So your ultimate gains 50% increased range, and it slows for 50% longer. You can almost ult duo lane tier 1 tower from river buff, right? That is how insane this range is. This is like at your own tier 2 in mid lane, you can ult the tier 1 tower of the enemy mid lane. It is insane. The range on this is absolutely stupid. I think this one will be very good. I think the move speed is also really good, so I'm honestly not sure when you're going to want to take which one of these, but I think both of these are really good. Grim. Grim has System Restore. This is when you block an ability with your bubble. It gives you a heal, a small heal, and it gives you move speed. This one seems really good to me. Reboot.exe, when you trigger your passive, it reduces your current basic ability cooldowns by 15%. Keep in mind, shield is a really long cooldown. It's like a 24-second cooldown, rank 1. So 15% is a lot of cooldown to get back off of this. I do think this one is pretty good. Then he has this one, which is like for Mage Grim, where if you kill an enemy with your ultimate, or when you kill an enemy with your ultimate, you can recast it. Seems fine. I don't think this one's very good, but it is going to be very funny to just start pressing R on Grim on a bunch of people in a fight. Both of these other ones honestly seem quite good to me. Iggy got some meh augments. Turret Maniac, you can have 4 turrets. Pretty straightforward. Badlands Belch, this one seems like the best to me. Your ult does an additional 8% of the target's missing HP damage, and it knocks back further. The knockback further is really big for peeling yourself out of a fight on Iggy. This matters a lot. Hold this. Whenever you hit somebody with your Molotov, your Molotov permanently gains 3 explosion damage. I think it's okay. I don't think this one's very good. Maybe on like Iggy support, this is better than I think it is. But I don't see this one being super useful. I think the consistency of being able to knock back people further with your ultimate is just too hard to pass up. And then this one, more turrets is kind of a meme. You never really have 3 turrets down anyway, so having 4 doesn't really matter. Morn. Oh my god. Morn got the coolest augment in the entire game. Not this one yet. Casting an ability reduces the cooldown of Extract by 20%. I believe this is your passive, which is really good. So and it's just casting. You don't have to hit a hero with this or whatever. You hit your passive auto, you click some buttons, you get another passive auto. For Morn off lane specifically, this will probably be pretty good. Contagion. This is when you ult, it applies your Q to all enemy heroes. This is fine. Just keep in mind your Q, your Contagion, it shreds enemies' armor, which makes this really good because you can apply it twice very quickly in a fight. And then there's Spider Morn. When your pull hits terrain, it pulls Morn towards it. This is like Nautilus Q or Mulan 3 from Smite. It's really fun. You can go over crazy things. This actually gives Morn like a pretty insane amount of mobility, and I think this one is really good. This is probably the coolest augment in the patch, but it's really good on top of that. Sereth got some cool ones. Vital Resonance. This is when you pick up your passive orb, you get a big heal. It's basically a mini Draconum. It's similar to Draconum late game. It's based only off of your power. Draconum has HP scaling on it. This is only based off your power. Late game, this is a pretty good heal. Early game, not very noticeable, but a little bit of an extra Draconum proc. Wrath Unleashed. She gains crit while she's in her ultimate. Keep in mind, this will proc when you pick up your passive as well. This one, I don't think it's very good. Having crit on this character doesn't really matter, but it's fine. Crushing Descent. This one seems like the best to me. Ascend, your jump now stuns when it deals damage. This was 0.5 seconds. It was not a long stun, but 0.5 seconds of stun on Sereth. Lets you interrupt abilities that you sometimes can't contest, like Kira ultimate or Sparrow ultimate. It's quite good. I think this is her most consistent one. I do think it's really good. The mini Draconum heal on Vital Resonance is nice, but this one is really good. Skylar got a cool one. Plasma Barrage. This is whenever you hit dude, I'm sorry, I've been speaking too much. Whenever you hit a hero with your plasma grenade, with your Q, when you direct hit them, when you stick it to them, it reduces the cooldown of it by like 3.5 seconds. It's a really good cooldown jump. You can perma-Q people with this. It's really fun. Highly recommended. Suppressive Fire. This one just seems broken to me. When you use your flight, you gain basic attack range. And that seems really good. You just outrange people, and that is it's really annoying / frustrating to play against. And then she has this one, which is for her ultimate. Your ultimate fires 3 shots, but each of them deals 40% reduced damage. So if you hit someone with all 3, it's 120%. But if you miss one, you're doing less. It's funky. I like it. I think it's neat. But both of the other ones are quite good.
Don't worry.
Terra, Iron Resolve. While you're channeling your Q, your multi-hit, you gain damage mitigation. This one actually, I think, is sneakily good. I think it's much better than people think it is. Herseer's Will. This is her ultimate. While your ultimate is active, you gain a stack of your passive every 0.7 seconds. So you get more stacks of your passive. You get a few more empowered abilities in your ultimate. This one seems solid. I don't think it's insane. And then she has this one that just makes her E into Olaf Axe, where if you pick it up, the cooldown is reduced by 40%. I think this one's pretty good. I think all of these are like solid. I don't think any of these are game breaking. This one, again, I think this one is sneakily good. I think the Axe Retrieval is probably the most consistent. And then I think the ult one is just okay.
How are you feeling?
We'll go over Yurei last.
Hello.
Zinx. Heal Matrix. Your right click, your Infuse now has 2 charges, but it heals 20% less. I think this one is really bad, actually. You have to keep in mind that Zinx heal at rank 5 is like 120 mana. Like, if you're spamming this, you are instantly out of mana in a fight. I don't think this one is worth it to take at all. Terminal Treatment, your Infuse, your heal the on hit, the passive on your heal, it does bonus damage based on target's missing HP. If you're playing, again, Zinx mid or Zinx offlane or something like that, this is probably what you're taking just because it's bonus damage, but I don't think it's insane. And then Disc of Demise, I think this is her best one by far. Ricochet, your Q, your stun, now travels, it bounces further on each hit, and it reduces its current cooldown when it hits people. So it's 5% on minions, it's 10% for heroes. If you're getting multi-stuns in a fight, you're going to have this cooldown back insanely fast. I think this one is by far the best Zinx. Again, this one, it gives you 2 heals, but it's less heal per mana, which I think on a character like Zinx, especially early game, like before level 12 or before 3 items, I think this one hurts you more than it helps you. I think this one is really good. And then finally, Yurei. Yurei, obviously the newest hero being added to Pred in the 1.6 patch. Her kit, I'll go over her kit really quickly because this video is 10 billion hours long. So her passive, when you use an ability, your next 2 autos are ranged and you gain attack speed, they deal bonus damage. They are not full auto attack range, they're just slightly above half auto attack range. This is, you don't notice this a crazy amount, but you do end up spacing yourself out a little on this character, and these ranged autos help a lot. Auto attack, Whispering Echoes, this is her right click. She throws 3 knives that explode, they deal damage, and they apply Soul Rip. We'll get to Soul Rip in a second. This is a really good ability. It's a really low cooldown, and Soul Rip, all you need to know about Soul Rip is that it marks your target. It's your mark ability. Anima Burst, this is her Q. She does a spinning kick that does damage, and if you hit a hero with this, a hero or a monster or a jungle minion, you heal for based on your missing HP. This is like it's a noticeable heal. It's not insane. And if you cast this in the air, you get a little bit of a double jump off of it. And then her E is the big part of her kit. This is her dash. If you dash through a marked enemy, an enemy affected by Soul Rip is her mark. Her Q also applies this. It also applies Soul Rip. You dash through a target with Soul Rip, it consumes it to reset the cooldown of your dash. It also pulls out their soul, and it puts a little skull next to them. The skull takes damage, and it sends the damage to the person that you took the skull out of. It's a little bit hard to explain. Once you see it in game, it's very straightforward. It's kind of like a Lowy from League of Legends, where she pulls people, and then she hits it, and then it returns the damage to them. It's kind of like that. Not exactly. Kind of like that. But it is basically all you need to know is if you hit a marked target with your dash, you get to dash again. And then her ultimate is really fucking good. It is absolutely insane. You channel and you do tick damage to people around you, and then you slam down. And when you slam down, it pulls everybody to the center. It's a really strong pull. It does a bunch of damage, and it marks everybody. So the way that this works is it marks them when you ult. During the tick damage, it marks them. When you slam down, it consumes the marks, which refreshes your dash. It does not mark them again. So if you ult and then dash instantly, you're not going to get a reset. There's a lot of small stuff with the character. Again, I hope I get to get some gameplay out for you guys. I will do my best. As far as her augments go, this first one is that your passive autos get farther range and they bounce more times. Your autos bounce when you have the range on them. This one seems really good. I think this is probably her best one. Soul Weaver, this is when you ult, you get damage mitigation, and your ultimate cooldown is lower. I think this one's solid. I think you're mostly taking this for the reduced cooldown on it. It lets you trade ultimates with people like Gideon, and it's pretty good. I don't think it's insane. And then she has Ephemeral Surge, which is destroying a Torn Spirit, which is what happens when you hit a marked target with your dash. It grants move speed. I don't think this one's very good. I don't think you really care about this very much. I think this one is the most consistent, and then I think her ultimate one is also pretty solid. So, dude, that's all the augments, man. That took forever. I really, truly didn't think this was going to be a freaking hour-long video, but here we are. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you guys have questions. I'll do my best to get to them. This was really long. I'll do my best to do timestamps. And I will, hopefully I'll get you guys some Yurei gameplay sooner than later. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. But as always, I've been Pinzo. Video's done so. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.